Hi guys, so today's tutorial is on this beautiful makeup look in these photos, which by the way were taken by Lisa Williams Photography. And this is what I call a natural beauty makeup look. And thank you so much, Kinsey, for letting me take this before and after of you. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is just pinning back all of Mackenzie's gorgeous natural curls that she has going on to make sure that it doesn't get in the way of any makeup. So the first thing I always do is start out with the eye area, and particularly the brows. I am just outlining her shape with this NYX micro brow pencil in the color taupe, and I'm just going to make light strokes because she wants a very natural looking brow. Once we have her brows filled in, I'm just going to be moving on to her eyeshadow primer. This is going to be the MAC Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre, and I'm just going to be putting that all over her eyelids. I always recommend using an eyeshadow primer if you want your shadows to be the most vibrant and last longest. So for her eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my Tartelette palette, and the color I'm using right underneath her brow bone is going to be called Free Spirit, which is just a light cream color. Next, for her crease, I am going to be using the color Force of Nature, which is just a light peachy pink kind of color, and I'm just going to be buffing that, like I said, all in the crease and kind of in that outer corner there. And once that's all nice and buffed in, we're going to do the outer corner, which is called Power Player, and it's just a really nice taupey brown color, and I'm just concentrating that right on her outer corner. I'm really buffing it into her skin. I do go back and forth and add more color to build it up a little bit. But I didn't want to make her too smoky because she wanted her makeup to be nice and natural, light looking for her photos. Next, on her lid, I'm going to be dipping into my Lorac Pro 3 palette, and the first color I'm going to use on the center of her eyelid is going to be called Light Pewter, which is just a really nice brown silvery kind of color. For her inner corner, we wanted to keep it really light, so I'm going to be using the color Blanc, which is a matte white color, and just really packing that into that inner corner and buffing it above to attach to the brow bone. Having a light inner corner really opens up the eyes and makes them look bright. For her eyeliner, she didn't want anything too thick. She just wanted a light line to hide her lash band, and I'm going to be using this NYX felt tip eyeliner in the color black and just making a very thin line. For foundation, I'm going to be using my RCMA foundation palette, and I'm just checking what color she is, and I always test on the side of the neck to make sure that I get the right formulation. I love this foundation on all of my clients because it's not too thick and cakey, but it has great pigment, so the coverage is always amazing and it blends out beautifully. I always trust that it will photograph beautifully as well. For her under eye concealer, I am going to be using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the color Fair, and I'm just going to be pouncing that into her under eye area with my wet beauty blender. And in the under eye area, I always set concealer. Today I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just going to be putting that on a little thicker and letting it bake for a minute while I do her contour. For the first color of her bronzer, I'm using the NYX blush in the color Nude Tude, which is a great bronzer for people that are a little more fair. And then I like to go in and deepen it up. Today I am using my Sephora blush in the color Tranquil, which is just a darker ashy brown, just to give her a little bit more definition in her cheekbones. And I always like to do this just a little bit at a time because it is a dark color, so if you put too much on, it's really hard to buff out. Next, I'm going to be applying blush on the apples of her cheeks there. I'm using the Milani Rose Blush in the color Romantic Rose, and I do like to sweep that up a little higher on her cheekbones as well. And the last part of the cheeks is just a little highlight. This is the Anastasia highlighter in the color Crushed Pearl. For eyelashes today, we didn't want to do anything that was too heavy. She wanted a very natural look, so we are using the Kiss Ever Easy Lashes in the number 03. I love these and always have these stocked in my kit. Alright, once the eyelashes are on, I always like to go over with a liquid or felt tip eyeliner just to make sure any of that glue or lash band is completely concealed and blends in with the eyeliner. For mascara today, I am using a disposable wand and then my L'Oreal Carbon Black mascara just to blend her natural lashes in with the falsies. I always use this mascara on my clients because it is just the deepest of black that I have found. But if you guys have any suggestions for other great mascaras, I am always open to trying new ones. And for her lips, she wanted the color Midi by ColourPop, which is honestly one of my most popular colors. It is just the greatest pinky nude color. And I love these because they are long lasting and they don't need to be touched up at all for several hours. Here I'm cleaning up any mistakes I made with a little concealer and a brush, and then double checking before spraying her face with makeup setting spray. I prefer the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And this is the completed look. Kinsey was such an amazing model and her photos turned out beautiful. Mackenzie, thank you so much for letting me record your session, and thank you so much Lisa Williams for capturing such gorgeous photos of her. Alright you guys, well please like this video and subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos, and if you have any suggestions for mascaras that you would recommend to me, I would love to see those in the comments below. Alright, bye guys.